pronouncing your first name? Haim? Okay, just making sure because
C silent.
Yeah, Haim. Okay,
it's silent for the Gentiles.
It's
the Jews say Chaim, but if you can't do it, then
I'm not sure I get Haim. No, I'm too crusty to do that. Let me know when.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, Brian here from StogieReview.com at IPCPR 2013. I'm here with Haim from Cigar Oasis and various other things too, yeah?
Yeah. Cigar Oasis started in '97 at the behest of a mutual friend of the cigar aficionado people. Al Fondos, who's to our right, was in the combustion engineering industry for 30 years and had a lot of experience with controlling humidity, and started smoking cigars and met some people, and they said, cigars are on the rise, how about creating an automatic humidifier that doesn't need constant maintenance for the home user, instead of just systems that cost tens of thousands of dollars for warehouses and shops, something with the same technology but minimized for a home humidor. And that's what he went about creating. And he created the first Cigar Oasis, and that was released at the RTDA show of '98. And then the line continued to grow from the XL to the XL Plus and the Ultra and the 2XL. I want to take you through them briefly and then show you what we have new for this year. This is the Cigar Oasis XL, which is our unit most sold to date, over 500,000 pieces. This is a fully sealed system, which means that humidity will never leak out of the system more than is necessary for the humidor. As soon as it reaches 70, the circulation shuts down. So this is a sealed cartridge with an antifungal foam brick that will hold distilled water, assuming you have a good seal and you're in an average area for humidity, anywhere from 4 to 6 months. In fact, we have people in country homes that won't see their humidors for months at a time, and they can be away and rest assured and have that sense of security that all their cigars are at the exactly desired level of humidity. And so we see we're getting right now 57.6 in the room, so it's pushing out because its destination point is 70. The air is being sucked in through the top and blown out from the bottom by way of the antifungal cartridge. Here is the sensor, and this is the signature ribbon cable that Al created for the with this design for the Cigar Oasis, so that you get a perfect seal on the system. It plugs in from here or the back. This unit could lay on its side even, for whatever reason. If you have those draw humidors that won't allow to have it this way, you just put it on its side. And this will do a humidor from anywhere 100 to 300 cigars, but even something for only 75, being that it's a completely sealed system. But for those desktop humidors, and people wanted something slimmer that doesn't take up too much room, we created the Cigar Oasis Ultra, which is a lid-mounted system with a very strong magnet, so it sits right on top of the lid. Again, a sealed system so that nothing more than 70% will ever come out. The same idea with the ribbon cable, and all these units are battery option as well, but we're releasing something new which I'll tell you about for this year. The XL Plus, same idea with a larger hole. This is not a sealed system, so this is designed for end tables, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 cigars. Obviously it's by dimensions, but we try to give people a general idea based on a cigar count. Moving on to our 2XL, which was created by the request of retailers around the country who loved Cigar Oasis so much, they said, how about taking care of us? What about for our cabinets? And I'm in about 30 shops a week and around the Northeast visiting people. And what I found is that even large shops with walk-in humidors, for their most precious cigars, be they some of the higher lines, the Padrones and the Davidoffs, they will have a separate cabinet, and in that they'll be using a Cigar Oasis 2XL. Why? Again, a sealed system, the only one on the market that is sealed, and that it is so accurate. This is the control top. The sensor is on here, and the very moment it dips below 70, this flap will open. So watch, if we're getting 57 in the room, that flap opens, and then the moisture start release. The circulating fans are always on, constantly spreading the humidity around the humidor. And that's for the reason of, even if you have proper humidity, you also need the circulation, because what happens is the moisture will settle in different areas, begin to settle on the cigars. You start to get that damp, musty smell like an old basement, and you don't want that. And you walk into some walk-ins and you smell that, and that's because the moisture has been settling and there's not proper circulation. And this will hold 50 ounces with an option for a double base that will hold up to a full gallon.
Wow, that's
got
huge.
the 2 antifungal bricks. So you won't have to even refill that with just distilled water for more than maybe 3 weeks. We bought out Western a year ago, so the best in digital hygrometers. Western really created the digital hygrometer for cigars, and I'll show you those in a second. The Caliber 4R. So it used to be the Caliber 2, then the 3, and now the 4. Easy to recalibrate. The classic, very slim Caliber 4. And then we released the Caliber 4R. Caliber 4R. Last year we did a soft release. We only had a prototype. This is the finished product. Brian can tell you more about it.
I did do a review on it. Yeah, it's on Stogie Review.
And so people wanted that classic look for their nice cedar humidors. They didn't want the digital. They wanted something more classy. And so we created an analog design with a digital read. You got the temperature here and the humidity. Moving on to this year's release. A couple things. So first of all, we've always been very in touch with our consumer market, be it by the way of social media or the blogs, or getting constant feedback from our retailers, hearing what does the customer want. And we heard a couple things. First of all, again, to re-emphasize the general importance of automatic humidification. There's some great passive methods of humidifying cigars out there, beads, and they've been perfected over the years. But the key aspect that we address is the circulation. So even if you have a proper method, first of all, you're going to be maintaining it, if not on a daily basis, on a semi-daily or weekly basis. We take that need right out. No more refilling or constantly refilling or rotating the cigars, because obviously the cigars closest to the passive method will get over-humidified. The ones further away will stay drier. Even one cigar itself, you'll have part of one of the cigars, or the outer or the inner, that will be harder than the rest. You don't want that. You want exactly consistent humidity when you set it. But people wanted a couple things. They wanted a lithium battery. Our battery accessory packs until now were double A's in a separate piece. They wanted a lithium battery included in the system, so they don't, even with the ribbon cable, they don't want to be regulated to have their humidor close enough to an outlet. And we went about creating that. And these are prototypes. There'll be a full release happening for the new year. And this is the Ultra, which has the lithium battery already inside. So I take it out and it's still on. This is constantly recharging while the ribbon cable is in. Also, for the ribbon, we're now at a micro USB instead of the old style. See here, it's now micro USB. It holds much tighter. Some of our customer service were getting complaints about it falling out. Well, we've addressed that now with the micro USB, a lot stronger. And also a stronger fan on the Ultra, so the Ultra will now be able to do up to 150 cigars. But of course the design is the same, a lid-mounted, sealed system, and yeah, we're just in beta mode now, but we've been doing testing for a few months and it's been doing great. The Cigar Oasis XL, same sealed system, everything's the same. First of all of our systems, one of the modifications is now you'll have a temperature read, you'll have a minimum and maximum read for the past 3 days, and yeah, and also the screen, much more high definition. So sealed system XL, the accessory pack, which we don't have here yet, will also be a lithium battery that you'll just take out this plug and put it into the lithium battery, which will recharge as it's plugged in. And the XL Plus, same thing, lithium ion battery, and no need for those double A's anymore. Now here's the kicker. Before I tell you that, the 2XL, people wanted beads and we delivered. This is now a clear base with beads. It holds the water better. It now comes together with the auxiliary fans standard. There is a third fan in this one. Our previous 2XL was up to 60 cubic feet. This will probably do about 75, 80 now. And it's a much stronger unit. The plug will stay in much better, easy to just plug in like an Ethernet cable, micro USB for this, and we put the sensor on the remote. So that way, if you're concerned that part of your cabinet is not getting the humidity you want, you place it in that area for this to work. So the sensor is on the remote now.
Some really nice upgrades to the
Yeah,
system.
yeah. And the larger base will work on the new unit as well, so you could get your full gallon and not change it as often. For all of our units, we work with a great engineering company, which will remain nameless, and they've spent millions of dollars on developing software solutions for other products, and we are lucky enough to take advantage of that investment, and we've adapted the software to all of our systems, and that is this. All of our units will come with an optional accessory to make these internet capable, Wi-Fi capable. They will sync into whatever the Wi-Fi you have at your home. You'll log in and set up an account one time, and you'll have an iPhone or an Android app, plus a website that you can visit, save your password, and anytime, wherever you are in the world, you will log in and see the exact humidity of your humidor at that very moment. Not only that, you'll be able to adjust it if necessary. You'll be able to see what the battery level, if it's on battery. You'll be able to see if it's low on water, and obviously it does that based on if it's running too much. The system knows that it's either low on battery, it's low on water, and will tell you if you're not there, call up your friend, call up your wife, add some water to the system. We send you a text or an email alert as well, if you so choose. So Al, would you like to say a couple words? But before that, I would like to say this. You know, we're surrounded by some of the greatest cigars that the industry has ever seen, and beautiful products, beautiful accessory products. But from my knowledge, there really is only one company that is so focused for the past 16 years has been only one singular aspect of cigar industry, humidification. And that really is the one single factor most important for the health, and vitality, and aging, and taste of the cigar. And that's what Al's been doing. This is everything we do. We're not in a bunch of different accessory areas. All we do is humidity engaging. And so all of our resources could be invested into further development like we've heard today. Al?
No, we've been very successful in this. I started, this is the second career after I retired. And to date, we have seen an increase that has been significant over the years. When we first started in 97, 98, we thought we had the greatest invention because we were experts in humidity, but we didn't know cigars. So we had to learn about cigars, and Cigar Aficionado actually is the people that helped us. And since then, we have been strictly involved with the humidification process, bringing cigars back up to humidity with dry cigars. You know, you can't do it overnight. You have to do it in a few weeks and this kind of thing. So we're very pleased with the new generation that's coming out, and simply to give the user much more flexibility, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of results.
Thank you very much. We love Stogie Review, and really thank you for the time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.